All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Kakudash. And double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and the salute and the Shalom to all the Akim that are out here laboring and pushing this truth in all sincerity and in truth. The inspiration of this lesson comes from the lesson that Elder Malcolm from the GMS Chicago camp did the other day, right? And he mentioned that that white women have always falsely accused the sons of Jacob of rape or kidnap or whatever, right? So this is the Central Park Karen video. I'm going to play it and then get it, an article and a few scripts. Let's get it. Hold on real quick. Turn these off.
Tens of thousands of people have already watched that video showing a heated confrontation that many describe as racially charged. Tonight, both the man behind the camera and the woman in front of it are speaking only to News 4's Checky Beckford, who joins us live from the site of that squabble in Central Park. Checky.
Well, Stefan, it started with a dispute over an unleashed dog and ended with a woman frantically calling 911, claiming she was being threatened, even though video didn't appear to show that happening. Well, tonight we spoke both to that man and to the woman who basically said what she did was unacceptable and wants to apologize.
Please don't come close to me.
Please take your phone off.
Please don't come close to me.
It's a Central Park confrontation marked with racial undertones that's gone viral.
Please call the cops.
I'm going to tell them there's an African-American man threatening my life.
At some point.
So, just because he asked her politely to put a leash on her dog, she felt the need to falsely accuse him of threatening her life when he didn't even do anything close to that. Let's go.
When she decided that, I'm going to play the race card, I guess.
Christian Cooper, an avid bird watcher, says he started recording after telling the woman her dog needed to be leashed at all times in an area known as the Ramble in Central Park.
If the habitat is destroyed, we won't be able to go there to see birds, to enjoy the plantings.
When the woman refused, he offered the dog a treat.
The only way they can keep the dog from eating the treats is put it on the leash.
That's when, he says, she roughly grabbed the dog by the collar, told him to stop recording, and called police, referring several times to being threatened by, quote, an African-American man.
There is an African-American man. I am in Central Park. He is recording me and threatening myself and my dog.
Though Cooper does not appear to move any closer to the woman, her call becomes even more frantic.
I'm being threatened by a man in the Ramble. Please send the cops immediately.
Cooper says he kept on recording because he had no intention of being intimidated.
Right? So her calls became more and more frantic, right? So she called the cops and said that an African American man is threatening her, right? While she's abusing and violating her pet dog. Okay? Let's get this. What's that article? What's that article? Right, this is the undefeated.com. This article I found earlier. Right? Being black in a world where white lives matter, right? This little brother here is Emmett Till, right? He was from Chicago, right? He was found beaten and all that by Edomite men for the lies of Carolyn Bryant Dunham, right? The article came out in January 2017. Last week, Vanity Fair reported that the woman who, in 1955, accused 14-year-old Emmett Till of sexually harassing her in a Mississippi store, leading to the black teen's gruesome murder, fabricated her account that day. Fabricated her account of that day. In his new book, The Blood of Emmett Till, Duke University professor Timothy B. Tyson writes that Carolyn Bryant Dunham, who was married to one of the men who killed Till in 1955, admitted in 2007 that the black teen never verbally or physically abused her. This contradicted the statement she made during the slain teen's trial, where she testified that Till grabbed her hand, clasped her waist, and told her that he had been with white women before. That part is not true. Bryant, who was 21 at the time of the trial, told Tyson in the book. That lie led to Till being beaten beyond recognition, shot in the head, having his eyes gouged out, and a 74-pound cotton gin fan tied about his neck, tied to his neck, barbed wire before being thrown in the nearby Tallahatchie River. The murder and the gruesome images of his open casket funeral, right? But even a half a century after Till's murder, Dunham's lie still reverberates through the African American community, right? Just as there's an ongoing debate about the threat of radicals so-and-so on American freedom, there's been a long perceived threat of black masculinity to white female safety. We currently live in the world of fake news and alternative facts, but white lies have tangible consequences, which is why it's that much more concerning when white women like Dunham feels comfortable blaming black men for gruesome crimes. Rather, it's a woman in Michigan falsely claiming that a group of black men kidnapped, beat, and raped her. Another woman claiming a black man kidnapped her 3-year-old and 4-month-old sons, whom she actually killed. The infamous Amanda Knox, accusing a black man of the heinous murder she was initially convicted of, or even a man claiming that black men stabbed his wife to death whom he actually killed. In instance, the initial story was believable because of the troubling belief that a black man is capable of such thing. That a black man is capable of such a thing. It's because we've always been told this is what black men do. See? So they are told that this is what so-called black men do. Right? And it doesn't matter if the accusation is a lie, they will still believe it. Right? Because according to them, white men and white women don't do anything wrong. See? When white men and white women do everything wrong, they are the wicked. Okay? So the wicked will always do what? Blame the righteous. Let's get some scripts, right? So you all see that they are quick to blame Jacob. All right? Psalms 58:3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Right? So the wicked will always speak lies. No matter what, they will always lie. Lie, lie, lie. This is what Esau do. Esau lies. White women and white men lie. They can't help it. That's what they do. They were created to lie. They were created to be the wicked. And they're doing a very good job at that. Psalms 50:20. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother. Thou slanderest thine own mother's son. See? These things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such an one as thyself. But I will reprove thee, and set them in order before thine eyes. Right? So, Esau, he's what? He's speaking against Jacob. Right? He's slandering his own brother. Okay? Falsely accusing his brother of things that he's not even doing, or that he never did. See? Right? And E was under the impression that the Most High, Yahweh, was cool with it. Well, E, now you realize that he was never cool with it. Okay? Because you were being exposed for the wickedness and the false accusations that you've done. Right? And the false accusations that you put on Jacob. You are being exposed for that. Right? Now you're what? You're lashing out. Because you don't like being on the forefront, man. You don't like being exposed as being a liar. You don't like it. You hate it. Right? Because you realize that your so-called white supremacy is falling apart. Okay? Revelation 12:10. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now has come salvation in the now has come salvation and strength in the kingdom of our God, and the power of his anointed. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our God day and night. Right? So who's accusing us? Who's the accuser of our brethren? Esau is. He's accusing us. Always have been and always will. Right? He accused us before Yahweh or Yahweh Shah, day and night, man. Right? Which Esau's false accusations ain't gonna work. They ain't gonna stand, man. Matthew 12 and 36 to 37. But I say unto you that every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment. For by thy words thou shalt be justified, and by thy words thou shalt be condemned. Esau, you are condemned, you are rejected, and you will pay for everything that you've done. Right? You will pay for every idle word that you have spoken. You're going to be held accountable for that. Since you don't like to hold yourself accountable for the shit you did, guess what, man? Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah holds you accountable, man. Holds you guilty for the things you've done. Ecclesiastes 3:15. That which hath been is now, and that which is to be hath already been. And God requireth that which is past. Right? So what you've done in the past, during the time of Emmett Till, you're going to pay for that. What you've done to us when you came into Jerusalem, you're going to pay for that. Okay, all right? What you've done to us in hardcore slavery, you're going to pay for that. What you did to us in the Roman captivity, you're going to pay for that. What you did to us in the Greek captivity, you're going to pay for that. What you did to us during the time of Esther, right? During the Persian captivity, you're going to pay for that, man. So you have a lot to pay for it, man. You have blood on your hands, man. All right? So with that, I say shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, God Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that were well, and the salute and the shalom to all the Akim that are out here laboring and pushing the truth in all sincerity and in truth. And with that, I say shalom.